Maverick 100.9 Aggieland's country alternative. It's Corliss, and I get to introduce a new Aggieland artist who I've gotten to know for a little while now. Lucas Sousa is on with us. Hi, Lucas.
Howdy. How y'all doing today? Thanks for having me, Corliss.
I'm super excited to have you. You know, you and I met not too long ago. It was during last year's party on the patio, and you had just started your recording process, and now you've got the music done. It is ready for the world. I bet that feels really good right now.
Yeah, it feels real good. It's been a long time coming. We've been working on it a while, trying to get everything where we wanted it to be. And we finally, got up to Nashville and finally cut the songs. And we're just happy to put them out. And, we're ready for them to be heard.
Absolutely. I'm ready for you to be heard too. You've been one of my favorite artists since I met you. So we're super stoked about this. And I actually think the song that we're going to debut today, I think it was the first one you ever sent me before it was even mastered. So it's been really cool to finally hear it in its entirety. It's called Holding Smoke In. Tell me a little bit about this single.
Yeah, I actually wrote this one quite a while back. It was my first year here at Aggieland. I just moved down from Austin to go to school up here, and like I said, that kind of song took me a year to write. It really did. I didn't really write anything else that year. I was, with school getting so busy and just trying to keep up the pace. It was like one song I wrote that year, and we sat on it for a long time. Took it to the studio a couple times when we were cutting our previous EP, but we just felt like it just needed a little bit of time to grow and get the right hands on it. And this time around, it finally felt right, and right musicians for it and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I was moving here to College Station, and so the song's a little bit of being away from home and missing home, and also, at the time working through long distance relationships, out of high school and all that stuff, and kind of summed up that year in entirety and all that. So it's just been a real good song to feel out.
Even with the high pace of this song, you can kind of feel that heartbreak when you're listening to it. And just for anybody to take note when listening to new music or a new artist, I think you just gave the perfect example of how hard this really can be. You can go an entire year working on one song, and it can take years to put it together and put it out and be ready for people to listen to. And I got to commend your work on that. That is very hard to do. The work is hard, and putting your heart on your sleeve for the world to hear is also very hard.
Yeah, it's definitely a vulnerable song. And I mean, it's crazy now to think, because nowadays, probably this year alone, I'm sitting probably like 20 songs that I've written ready to take on the studio, and just to have a song that kind of took you a year to write just because it was more vulnerable than others. Yeah, it makes it feel kind of good.
Oh, man. Well, I'm ready to show your heart to Aggieland. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our newest Aggieland artist, Lucas Sousa, debuting on Maverick 100.9 with Holding Smoke In. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but you can download and stream it on any of your favorite devices. And today's interview continues now. Maverick 100.9, you just heard it here first. Holding Smoke In, that was Lucas Sousa. I've got Lucas on with me now, which you are our new Aggieland artist. And are you graduating this year? Is that right?
With the music especially, I took an extra lap, so I got one more year to go. But yeah, just take the slower route, you know what I mean?
I have heard that story before. Right. And the good news of that is any person that's ever told me that, they're still a performing musician. So
right. Gotta bounce right.
Get the ring though. You got to get that bling.
Got to get that ring. Not too far from it.
Right. What are you going to school for?
So I'm a ag communications and journalism major with a minor in agri-food sales. So long-term goal, do music still. Don't plan on stopping that anytime soon.
Right.
Just have that degree. Gotta have it. Gotta have that Aggie gold for sure.
That's awesome. Did you always want to go to A&M?
No, I mean it's kind of been always up in the air. I'm originally from Brazil, so going into college, I'm first in my family, so there's no kind of traditional long-term school there. But I came down to Aggieland. I think when I was I want to say a senior in high school. It was actually play at Ozonas, which I'll be at Thursday.
Yeah, we got you Thursday.
Yeah, March 24th. But yeah, I came down my senior year to play at Ozonas a while back. And kind of the moment I set foot in this town, I was like, this is where I need to be, and we're going to make it happen. So kind of just what happened, ended up over here and just love it. And can't imagine leaving one day. But
I know. I know what you mean there. And I've seen a lot of our Aggieland artists have to move on and move their
Yeah,
careers, but it's also an absolute joy to see music just alive in our city. And whether your goal is that degree or if it's music, you can do both here. And I think that that's really
right.
special. I think it's unique.
It really is. It
So,
really is.
well, I'm really excited for all of your new music. Ladies and gentlemen, find Lucas Sousa because he is going to be cranking it out. I know you've been recording a whole lot. You're getting masters back and you are putting it all out. But even better, we could see it all live. This Thursday night, 6 to 8, is Party on the Patio with Maverick
Yeah,
100.9. So you and I get to go back to where we met, you know?
right on. It'll be a good time. Y'all come out. We'll have a few beers and keep it going.
Sounds good to me. So y'all put that on your calendar, Lucas Sousa at Ozona, and go follow him for any tour dates other than Ozona, and of course pick up his new music. And Lucas, I just want to welcome you to the Aggieland artist family.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.